despite sharing a platform, the B8 S4 and RS5 are fundamentally very different cars, but the key here is that I think that most people are going to know which is for them almost right away. Deciding between the two really comes down to what you value more, performance per dollar or the overall experience. Now let's mention values real quick, since that's obviously a big part of this discussion. In my quick research, I found that clean RS5s were in the $30,000 to $40,000 range, and S4s of similar age and mileage were $20,000 to $30,000. Now obviously, because the B8 S4 was on sale 3 years earlier than the RS5, you could find an older one for even less than that. But for the sake of an even comparison, I kept the range of years the same. Now I'd mention the older B7 RS4 in this, but good luck finding one that you'd be happy with price-wise. The bulk of them I could find were listed for well over $30,000 with over 100,000 miles. But if you want that 4.2 with a manual transmission, that's your only way of getting it outside of an R8, because the RS5 was DCT only, and I think the people selling them know that. With all that out of the way, let's start with the performance side of things. As you can imagine, stock for stock, the RS5 is the significantly faster, more involving, and exciting package. So if you're leaving the car relatively stock, then the RS5 is the clear winner. But if you know the B8 S4, then you know what comes next. Holy shit. The 3-liter T becomes an absolute animal with a tune and a couple bolt-on mods. I'm talking 460 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque with pulleys, intercooler, and a tune. That's similar horsepower to the 4.2 and over 100 pound-feet of torque more, all for a tiny fraction of the price difference that separates an S4 and an RS5. And before you say, well yeah, but what if you upgrade the RS5? It's not that simple. Unlike the S4s, there are no inexpensive routes to big power gains. And even if you wanted to spend the nearly $10,000 that it would cost to do, say, a supercharger, I had trouble even finding a company that still offers one. So the clear winner in performance per dollar is the S4. If you want to go as fast as possible and spend less money, that's the car for you. But as I'm sure you're aware, there's more to enjoying a car than the clinical math of performance metrics and value comparisons. For example, if you care about, say, how it sounds, or the insanity that is listening to a naturally aspirated V8 fly past 8,000 RPM, then it's time to talk about the RS5. Oh yeah! Even bone stock, these things just feel so special. There's no way around the fact that while the 3-liter T is durable, tunable, just outright effective, it can't hold a candle to the 4.2's cool factor. Where one is effective, the other is basically mechanical art. I love the experience of a heavily modified 3-liter T, but fast is something that's really easily replicated these days. Whereas the crazy, naturally aspirated experience of an old M, RS, or AMG engine, that's from the past, and it's locked there, never to be made again. The RS5 is not the rational performance value that the S4 is. It's the one that you buy because it offers an experience that is special, it's unique. And that's what I meant when I said that most people are going to know which is for them right away. And no matter your choice, you aren't wrong. Some will see that the S4 can be as fast or faster for significantly less money, all while being a bit less scary to own from a maintenance perspective, and wonder why anyone would even bother with an RS5. Whereas for others, the extra money to jump to an RS5 is a no-brainer, as it lets them enjoy one of the best V8s ever, whenever. That's the good news. You can't go wrong with either. As for me personally, it's genuinely a tough choice. A modified S4 is a really awesome car to drive and live with every day while just dumping miles onto it. But I'm just a sucker for crazy naturally aspirated engines. It's why I've almost bought an E60 M5 V10 numerous times, and why the RS5 would be my choice. Comment below, let me know which one you would choose and why, or if there's some other dark horse that I don't know about that you would pick instead of them. And if you want to see my full videos on either car, here they are. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Holy shit. And one of the best V8s ever built. Holy shit. Oh my God, we're not even approaching redline. That was like 6,000, and listen to it.